Well, back to another Fed. And before we get stuck into this match review, right? I don't see why people are marking out. Yes, it's a 4-0 win. It's 3 points, etc., etc. But I would be more concerned about the fact that Celtic scored, more or less last kick of the game and beat Hearts. Hearts who were 1-0 down and brought back the 1 each. And then, they were a man down. I think I just said that, but regardless, they were a man down. Never should have been a fucking red. And then Celtic, last kick of the game, win 2-1. But I see people marking out, you know what I mean? Oh, who's man of the match? Yeah, it doesn't really matter who the fuck man of the match is because it's still 8 points the gap. We could have won this 9-0, 12-0, 1-0, 5-4. Point is, it wouldn't have mattered the fuck because the gap at the top is still the same. We've closed fuck all in Celtic, so it's a good result, but there's the bigger fucking problem at hand here, Celtic. You know what I mean? But anyway, winning 4-0. Kamara with his first goal against his former club that we signed on a pre-contract, and then decided to bring him in early because we're just that damn good, as Triple H used to say. Tavernier, guy always gets a goal, always gets assists. What can you say about him? He's bringing in striker numbers in for Rangers. Morales, and that was inside 23 minutes. Earphones, what the fuck are they doing there? And then Defoe get brought on, he made it 4-0, and then we're basically, aside from then, obviously that was late on in the game, but as you see, we've won our past 11 home games against Dundee, which is pretty well done, but yeah, this game, I had all the confidence in the world that we would have won this game. So, see, as soon as it goes 3-0, a Hearts fucking Celtic game goes on, and because you knew we were going to win this, you know what I mean? The focus was on the Hearts Celtic game. Could Hearts get any points off Celtic? Hearts, with a far better team, got a red card for fuck all, you know what I mean? It's just, Scott Bryan can do it, and basically an identical fucking challenge that McKenna did Morales, you know what I mean? Only gets a yellow, you know what I mean? But what can you do about that? It's a joke. As you see, look, as it stands, the league table, we're still 8 points off. We're 8 points clear Aberdeen, who got beat by Hamilton. Atrocious result for them. But there is 10 games remaining, 8 points to close. Celtic obviously play Hibs at the weekend, so we definitely need them to drop points there. Definitely need them to start dropping points. They've won every game domestically since the winter break, which is fucking exhibit A of our downfall. We should never have drew against St Johnstone. If we didn't draw against St Johnstone, the gap would be 6 points, and them getting a late goal against Kilmarnock and winning, and Hearts wouldn't feel as bad. But we slipped up, and we also got beat by Kilmarnock. You know what I mean? We've dropped fucking 4 points, so essentially the gap should be 4 points. You know what I mean? And if that happened, you never know. They could have been under more pressure and could have got beat or not got a goal against Hearts or Kilmarnock, and therefore could have lost more points. But anyway, leave your thoughts down below. Till next time, peace.